There we go. There we go. All right, guys, welcome. I'm so excited to be able to do this call. Courtney and I, we didn't do one last month because it was like smack dab in the middle of the holidays. So I'm like so just energized to do this, and I love seeing so many faces. That makes me so happy. So let me just quickly introduce myself because not all of you are with our team or with my team. So my name's Lauren Blackledge, and I am the founder of Team Grind and Shine. I've been coaching for a little over 3 years. It was 3 years in November, and it's changed my life. I started with Beachbody as a challenger. I had a DVD of Country Heat and danced my way actually in this very room that I'm sitting in right now, and fell in love with the process. Lost 45 pounds along the way, but before I hit that 45-pound mark, I knew that these programs were going to change my life. And so I was invited into coaching, said no for a couple times, and then decided to be a discount coach. I just wanted my Shakeology and my Energize discounted, but that only lasted probably about 3 weeks until I found like just this contagious energy of wanting to help people and let them feel the excitement that I was feeling too. And so started doing this coaching thing. Courtney and I'll kind of share how we've kind of met along the way. But now 3 years in, I do this full time. And I took a plunge about a year and a half ago. Beachbody doesn't, there's an income disclaimer. Beachbody doesn't guarantee income, but you know what? With hard work, diligence, and passion behind this job, you can really change your life depending on which avenues you want to do that. So that's kind of my short story and a little snippet, and I'll pass it on over to Courtney.
All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Courtney Harden. I have been coaching around the same time, actually coming up on my 4-year coach anniversary, which is just crazy. But I always say I got started for 3 reasons. My first is my selfish reason is what I always call it, but I wanted to work on myself. I grew up an athlete. I love to work out. I love fitness, but I suck at nutrition. And so I wanted to learn a little bit more about what were proper nutrients and get away from the lean pocket and turkey sandwich lifestyle that I lived before coaching. And so that led to that reason. My second reason is because I wanted to help a few specific family members. So I always ask if you can think of one family member that you'd want to help along the way. Definitely keep them at the top of your list. But I was able to help my dad lose 30 pounds in my first 30 days of coaching. So that was something that I'm still so super proud of today. Excuse me. And then the third reason was financial. I am an event planner, not, a super high paying job, but I love my job, but I just wanted something, I guess this is kind of a 2-part. I wanted something that was fulfilling because as an event planner, I got home at the end of the day and I was like, you know what, this isn't something that at the end of my life, I look back and I'm like, man, I'm really glad I planned that seminar today. Like, it wasn't something that really inspired me in general to live an amazing life. And then the financial side of it was, I just wanted to pay for my car payment. We moved actually to Tulsa around the time that I started coaching, which is 6 hours from where we're originally from. So I needed a reliable car to get back and forth to visit family. And that was my first financial goal, just pay for my simple. It was like $300 car payment. That was my first financial goal, was to pay for that car payment every month. And then the rest is history. So that's kind of my little spiel.
I love it. I love it. All right, so let's dive in. Courtney and I have some slides that kind of keep us on track. So let me share those. And we'll also, we're going to post these slides in the team page. So if anyone kind of needs a recap after this, and then we'll also have the recording too. So don't fret if you're taking notes and you missed something, there'll be plenty of opportunities to check back on this. All right, so I'm going to dive into the very first part of the call, and that is, it's probably the biggest stopping point that happens with new coaches is you sign up and then you're like, okay, now what do I do? And so Beachbody kind of has us covered on that part, and they have a tracker. It's in the new coach page, pinned at the top of our team page. Courtney has it pinned on the Confidence Crew, so it's very easy to find. And if you can't find it on the team page, good old Google is your best friend. If you just type in Beachbody business activity tracker or Beachbody, hold on one second. Sorry. So the next thing, it might be called Success Club Tracker too. All right, so we're just going to go over what these first behaviors are. I'm just going to kind of go over them quickly because most of you are probably either already doing it if you've started a program already, and then the other couple things are actually pretty easy to incorporate in your day-to-day. So the first part is being proof of the product. We are Beachbody coaches, so what do? We use Beachbody products. We get results through these programs. We change our own life, our own mindset. We follow a calendar. The best thing to do is to dive in with one of the programs that's gonna like speak to you. 21 Day Fix is always a great one. It's a quick and easy 3-week program to get yourself quick results. But if you're not to that point yet and you're in the middle of a program, dive all in with it. Follow the calendar. Lean into one of the nutrition programs. We have Ultimate Portion Fix, which is preferably my favorite. And then we have 2B Mindset, which is what Courtney kind of leans to with nursing and just having that freedom, that mindset freedom towards food. So be a proof of the product, share it out. If you're taking your Energize, I call mine Sunshine Syrup. Courtney calls hers Mama Motivation. Share that with people. Kind of leave a little mystery behind it. If for your Shakeology, when you're fixing your Shakeology, I call mine my superfoods. We'll dig in more to that in a little bit, but be a proof and show people that these products work for you and your life. Guys, Beach Bars is a game changer for me in my snacking. I don't eat Snickers or Butterfingers anymore like I used to stuff in my classroom drawer when I was teaching. Now Beach Bars are my game changer. So just being a proof of the product, it doesn't mean you need to go buy all the products, but pick one and zone in on it and show people how it's changing your life. The next thing that we get to do as coaches is we get to make friends. And I think sometimes this can be the scariest part because we get in this mindset of like selling, but I don't have a single person in my community that I have felt I have sold to. I have made friends, I have made connections, and I have built relationships with people. And we then join our community of our boot camps and join our community of our coach mentorships. That's why all of you guys are here, is because you made a connection with one of us in this network. And so that's what we get to do. And I always compare this to a birthday party. If you were hosting a birthday party for yourself, and then you make all the plans, you get all the streamers and you buy all the balloons, and then you don't tell anybody to show up to your birthday party, you're probably going to be pretty bummed. Well, that's kind of how coaching works. As coaches, we plan all the boot camps, we build the challenge group, we do all the things. And then in order to fill that challenge group, we do have to invite people to it. We have to say, hey, I'm hosting this boot camp. Do you want to come do it with me? It's not scary unless you make it something scary. But when you think of it like a birthday party, or you think of it like I'm changing someone's life, it's a gift that we're giving. The next is get people results in this fitness or business. If you have someone who decides to be your challenger, they've built trust with you. They've put they've invested in you to help them get results. So be there for them, show up. I can't be pulling someone out of bed each day, but I can be on my Instagram. And when someone's scrolling, they can see, oh crap, Lauren's doing her workout. I better get mine in today too. So be present. If you're going to have people join this business with you, you need to be doing it too. So get people results, help them. It doesn't mean that you need to be the professional. It doesn't mean you need to know all the answers or have this amazing transformation. You will eventually, whether it's mental or physical, but you don't have to right now in order to help people. And the last part is personal development. Today was Monday. So if any of you were able to catch the National Wake Up Call right there, that you can check that box off. Every Monday, Beachbody does a call of training that teaches you or refreshes your mind about what we do in this business. But Courtney and I also have you covered. Personal development is basically giving your mind the same workout that you're giving your body, putting the good stuff in your mind. We live in a world right now where you scroll Facebook, you see nothing but sadness. You see nothing but tension. You turn on the TV, you see that same thing. Well, we focus on putting the good stuff in our minds, and there's amazing books out there. We have, you have the big popular authors like Rachel Hollis and Tony Robbins, but we also have some really great resources like Brene Brown, some of those underliers that aren't very popular yet, but really, or not, they're popular, but not necessarily amongst people who haven't dove into personal development or self-help yet. So we have some great titles of books that you can kind of match according to where you want to focus. Are you struggling with worrying about the opinions of others and sharing it on social media? If that's something you're struggling with, Brene Brown's going to be your girl. Are you struggling with like girl power and like feeling like you just need that push to, be amazing in the one life you get to live? Rachel Hollis. So talk to your coach mentor about maybe which personal development would be the best. But I will tell you, if you want to get that box checked off today, go watch the National Wake Up Call. It's on podcast. It's on the Facebook TBB Coach 411. So many awesome resources. All right, I'll wrap that one up. Courtney, on to you.
Should probably unmute myself first. Okay, so social media. Okay, so this is a huge part of our business. We like to call this our storefront to your business. So while it might be the most intimidating or maybe the scariest part of it for you, it definitely was for me at first. And I can tell you, I 100% held back because of the opinions of others, what I thought that people might think of what I post. So right now I want you to, before I even jump into the social media, is to get that mindset out of your head, what you think people might think about what you're posting. Other people's opinions don't pay your bills. So let's just throw those away right now. So first and foremost on social media, if you have not yet, you want to announce that you are here to help. You are a coach. You want to tell why you started coaching. I always think the best coach announcements have some sort of emotional attachment to them, whether that be, this was for your family, this was a mental transformation, whether maybe you were one of our challengers and got a physical transformation and then decided that you wanted to also help others. Or if it's just funny, if it shows to your personality, I think any sort of emotion evoking post is going to definitely help your followers start to earn trust in you. So you want to start a program. Like Lauren said, proof of the product is a huge vital of ours, and share the journey. People don't want to see the expert, honestly. They don't want to see you at the end of your journey and almost like it feels like lecturing. There was something, what was it? Okay, so Lauren had told me the other day, and I posted this in our team page, is your social media more look at me or is it more learn from me? So you want to share your journey, not in the fact of like, hey, learn from me, but more of like, hey, or not in the fact of, hey, look at me, I'm getting my workout in, here's a sweaty selfie, but more of the fact of you can learn from me and you can do hard things too, like morning workouts or workouts from home, and we can learn how to do these things together. So share the journey, you guys. A really great place to share these is in your Instagram or Facebook stories, when you're just doing like some simple, moves. You guys probably have watched Lauren and I, if you're on our teams, or at least your coach, share for several years our workouts. So that being said, I typically follow a simple schedule, because in my head, when I'm like, oh crap, I don't know what to post about, I rotate through health and fitness post, a coach post, and a personal life post. So while we don't expect you right off the bat to be professionals at social media, obviously, You don't have to be posting every day, but I want you guys to show up. I want you guys to post quality posts, show up on your stories every single day, and then try to get, I would say, at least 4 good quality posts a week starting off. I try to post 1 post a day. And like I said, I rotate through those health and fitness posts, coach posts, and personal life posts. If for some odd reason I cannot think of a quality post that day, I do not force it. I do not say, well, I have to get one post out, so I'm just going to throw up any old post. That is not going to get trust, not going to build trust from your followers. It's going to be like, what the heck is she posting about? You want to make sure that they're quality posts. This can, at the beginning, you can always run your posts by Lauren and I, run your pictures by us, and we can critique how your wording looks and things like that. But obviously, you want to speak from your own heart. So show your face. This is pictures related, obviously, and stories related for sure. Show your face, show your personality in the text and the pictures. So I love when I go to someone's profile and the post, you're reading their caption and it feels like they're talking to you. Like they're like, oh my gosh, it's like their personality, however your personality is. I like to post sarcastically because I'm a really sarcastic person. I have a little bit of dry humor, but a little bit of like sarcastic humor. So I try to incorporate that in every once in a while. And so that comes off in my posts. Okay, and then get a preset or a filter. So I've found mine on Etsy. There are like more expensive ones, but I bought an expensive one a long time ago and I hated all of it. So I just got like a $2 one off of Etsy. It's you can type in like Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom preset, or even just preset, and hundreds will come up, if not thousands, and just see what your kind of personality is. So if you can see by Lauren and I kind of did a screenshot, and these are a little bit older, but I did a screenshot of what our grid is, what this is called, the 9 photos on Instagram that you can see at the top. You can see Lauren, when she posted these 9 photos, her color scheme was some blues and some yellows and a little bit of green, and she had rotated through different angles, and it wasn't like 10 pictures in a row of just her face or 10 selfies in a row. It was, this is her husband and her son, and she rotates through those. And then same goes for me. My color has continuously been red as a pop color, some blacks, and then some blues here and there. But same preset. I use the same preset. Lauren uses a completely different preset, but the same one on all of her photos for the most part. You can get a couple of them, and then some photos are going to look a little bit different. So like indoor versus outdoor, the preset's going to look different on that photo, on those photos. So make sure you mess around with it and make sure they're not like super drastically different from each other. This isn't a huge deal, but yeah, you want to make sure they're a little bit in unison, at least getting started, so that people know when they see your picture, it's scroll stopping, it's eye catching. That's another thing to know, is you want to make sure that your picture is clear. Lauren always usually says this, but the simplest trick in the book is take your phone and wipe off your camera, because 9 times out of 10, you've been messing with your phone all day and it's foggy, and then your picture turns out foggy. So if you can, use the flash on your phone if it's a little bit dark in the room you're taking a picture in. Natural lighting is always going to be the best. So like sunlight, natural daytime lighting. I'm pointing over here because it's my window. Put your phone in between your and the window to get the best lighting. And then, excuse me, gosh, I have a cough.
We may have lost her. I'll give her one more second and then I'll pop on to the next one. All right, she might be gone. Okay, she'll pop back on. So just to kind of wrap it up, what she was saying about social media, think of this as your storefront. We've talked about before, you know, we don't have a place where you walk into. Our social media is our storefront. Don't let it panic you right now. This is something you'll learn as you go. If anyone wants to, go to my Instagram and I want you to just give it a good scroll and look. You can tell when I first started coaching and you can watch the transformation as it goes. So don't panic if you're thinking like, oh my gosh, my social media doesn't look like this yet. It is a learning process, and be okay with learning as you go. And YouTube's a game changer. So don't be afraid to YouTube how to use Lightroom, how to take a good picture. That's how I learned. All right, so I'm going to jump on to the next one. So the next is just something that kind of helps you as a coach, doesn't waste your money, but also helps the team as a whole. And that's staying an active coach. So if you go into your back office, when you first log in, you'll see on your dashboard, it'll say if you're active or inactive. So what makes you qualify for being active or inactive is your PV, your personal volume, how much product that you've purchased within the month. So, you know, Beachbody is paying you for using, you know, for helping people get these products. So in order to run your business, you want to use these products. So you only have to be an active coach. You only have to have 50 PV or above. If you have Shakeology on Home Direct, or if you have your Energize and Recover on Home Direct, you're good. That's an automatic 90 PV, so you don't even have to worry about it. But if there's a month where you maybe skip a month of Shakeology or skip a month of your Energize, there's many other products that you can kind of dig into that'll help you get that PV. That way you don't go inactive. Now, there's no penalty if you don't go inactive, but you're not necessarily being that product of the product if you are. So here's a couple things. Beach bars will get you set. Oh, someone went in the chat. Oh, my bad, y'all. Wanted to finish up. Oh, okay. Courtney, yes. I didn't even see if she was back on. Consistently showing smiling faces. I love that. All right. So beach bars will give you the PV. There's some really awesome boosts that you can add into your Shakeology. There's the boosts are, it's like focused energy, power greens, and digestive health. Zane uses power greens every single day in his Shakeology because it's just those extra veggies that he doesn't have to worry about eating. 3-day refresh. So there's a ton in your, if you go onto your Team Beachbody and shop, basically if the product costs, in most cases, it's not always the case, but if the product with your coach account costs more than $50, you're golden. So like a tub of Energize alone won't make you an active coach because we only have to pay $38. So the PV is $38. In most cases, the cost of it will be about, the cost of it with your coach discount is about the PV for it. So you can kind of match that up like that. All right, if you have any questions about that though, it's a super easy conversation, so just reach out to your mentor. All right, so next one. I'm excited to talk about this topic because this, guys, honestly is a huge driving force for me. There's many different personality types, and I am very much one who loves prizes. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was 18 years old, I went to WU, and there was a credit card guy with a little table, and he told me if I signed up for a credit card, he'd give me a shirt. And I signed up for a credit card, got myself in some like pretty, not the best debt for being an 8-year-old girl, for a t-shirt. So guys, when Beachbody says I can make money, get myself healthy, and they'll send me a t-shirt, I'm sold. So that for me was like my biggest driving force. I found out that if I finished Core de Force, they'd send me a Core de Force shirt. I found out that when I helped 3 people, they'd send me a coach shirt. And that's kind of what has always been a big driving force for me with Success Club. So what Beachbody does is every year they unload prizes according to how many months you've earned Success Club. So right now they just released, being that it's January, you guys are in like the perfect situation because you'll have the opportunity to get all 12 months of the prizes. So it goes off of month 1, month 3, month 6, month 9, month 12. So month 1 this year, if you hit Success Club 1 month, it doesn't have to be consecutive unless you're aiming for the 12-month prize, which I always am. But if you hit Success Club in 1 month, that's helping 3 people get set up with a kit the same way that you got set up with a kit. So a challenge pack is the best kit. It's hands down, they get the biggest bang for their buck, but they also get the tools that are going to help them in their entire journey. They're not just getting the workouts, they're not just getting nutrition, they're getting it all. So helping 3 people get set up with those, you'll get a t-shirt on month 1, month 3 is a Beachbody puzzle. Month 6 is Shakeology Snuggies. They're blankets with the sleeves, and you get 2. I'm really pumped about it. Don't think Zane and I won't have pictures with it. And then month 9 is a Beachbody hoodie or like sweatshirt. And then month 12 is a brand new like massaging warming thermagun. So they're like brand new on the market. So Beachbody will be doing those for people at 12 months. So like I said, I'm very driven by Success Club because I love the prizes. If any of you've ever seen me, or you've probably seen a lot of coaches with like our blue hoodies, that was a big one this past year. That was probably one of my favorites. I've got a hat. Yeah, I'm here for the swag. But what the cool thing is in addition to those things, it doesn't ever affect your commissions. You're still always making the 25 to 40% commissions on your products. And these are just kind of extra incentives that just make it fun. The next thing is Beachbody provides all new coaches opportunities to earn a free ticket to our annual event. So Summit is our big event. It happens every summer. And this is actually where Courtney and I met 3 years ago. And this summer we get to meet back up in the same spot. We're going to be hosting it in New Orleans again. And I'm so excited. Courtney and I met as complete strangers. I slept on the Airbnb couch of more strangers, which are now some of my dearest friends. And that is how Courtney and I met. And we've been running this business kind of side by side. And it's been really cool to watch the journey pan out. But I earned that free ticket. And I swear that's probably the only reason I stepped out of fear and went to that event. I was terrified to go to that event, but I was in the state of like, I got this free ticket. I can't let it go to waste. Beachbody used to have it that you had to hit Success Club in the first 3 months. But as of this month, they just changed it. If you hit Success Club 3 times in your first 6 months of being a coach, you get a free ticket to this trip. Guys, that's so freaking possible. If it was possible for me as a coach who was here for a discount to earn it in those first 3 months, you can do it in 6 months, like hands down. The last thing, and I'm even more excited to talk to you guys about this because we get like, you guys are in the best scenario. We're in January. So every year Beachbody does a huge trip to basically reward us for doing our job. And I got to go on this trip in 2018. I went to Riviera Maya, Mexico. Yeah, like Riviera Maya in Cancun, and got to take my son and my husband. And that trip alone was like what changed it for my husband. He was a believer in Beachbody and respected every single thing that we get to do. But what's really cool right now is you can actually start earning your spot for the 2021 trip. So we're going to all be going to Punta Cana in a month and a half, but Beachbody is starting tomorrow, is already starting to send out and make their list of people who are going to be added to the list to earn the next year's trip. And what they do is they reserve a special list for new coaches who are hitting Success Club as you go along. But the cool thing about it is every 1 Success Club point is 10 trip dollars. So I'm not going to get into those details. Sorry. I probably went too over with that. But what I'm saying is hitting Success Club now is going to open up so many really cool opportunities that we get just for doing our job. So I'm going to stop on that one and hand it over to Courtney.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sorry about that. My internet. Okay. So To wrap us all up, we are giving you an assignment. So your first assignment as a coach is to hit your first rank, which is called Emerald status. It is when someone says, I'm in, it is the easiest way to sign someone up as a discount coach. That's the easiest way to get, okay, let me rewind, sorry. Okay, Emerald is when you have two people underneath you. As you see in this picture, it's you at the top in the green, and then on your left side is one person, on the right side is another person. This is the first of like opening your business. Consider it like the first time that you really get to dive into the business. Yes, you're a coach right now, but as soon as you get to Emerald, there's a couple of benefits. So you start to earn team cycle bonuses, which are just weekly bonuses for having a team underneath you. I will get into the whole details of that, but we can explain that a little bit later. But that you're eligible for team cycle bonuses when you become Emerald. It's your first rank, like I said, so you're starting to learn, get serious about the business. You can shout it from the rooftops, and so your followers are going to be like, oh, wow, you know, she's already hit her first rank in the first couple of days of coaching. Wow, she must be taking this business pretty seriously. And then you have another account to be in control of. So what that means is we always recommend that you sign up a significant other, or maybe your mom or dad, some other account that you can be in control of, because it is going to benefit you insanely in the long run. So one of those coaches underneath you, like for me, how I got to Emerald was on my left side. Like I said, I helped my dad lose 30 pounds. He was using the product, so I signed him up as a discount coach so he could get a discount on Shakeology. So he was my first discount coach, and then I signed up my husband and automatically became Emerald because I signed up my husband's account. So I was ordering Energize or Recover or whatever anyway, so that's how I kept him active, and might as well get the discount on those products as well. And so then when you start to build a team, that's when your team cycle bonus becomes pretty big. So like I said, you have another account to be in control of. You get shout outs on our team pages like you see here. So recognition, if you are driven by that, that is huge. You get a shout out on not only our personal team pages, but for me, our bigger page. And then also I like to do a little social media shout out. You get summit recognition. So like Lauren said, that big annual conference in the summer. If you earn a Success Starter ticket, so a free ticket, you get a little, actually I have mine right here. So you get a lanyard when you go to Summit and you walk around. This is from this year, so I didn't have Success Starter on there, but you get a little flag that says, I'm a Success Starter, or I'm an Emerald coach. So it tells everyone like, hell yeah, like this is what I am. That is, you know, something that you can be so proud of and walk around with at Summit. So your goal within the next 24 hours is think of 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 friends, 2 to 3 family members, your significant other, if they are willing to get on board, who would like to join you, and talk to them about the discount. They in no way have to work the business unless they want to. But I always kind of preface it with that, like, you do not have to work the business. I would still be running the group. You would still, you know, you could just add those 2 to 3 people. So like I said, my first 2 were my dad. I did also sign up my sister, so I actually had 3. And then later I signed up my husband. If you have not seen the signing up a spouse video, it is in my Google form. Lauren, is it in yours? Yeah. So if you have not watched that thoroughly in the Google form from the new coach welcome email, I highly, highly recommend it because it's actually the main reason I signed up Greg, because shows you the benefits later down the road of like how your spouse can benefit from team volume bonuses as well, so weekly bonuses. So anyway, sorry that was kind of squirrel brained, but that is your next goal, is to get 2 to 3 people who would like to join you and rank Advanced Emerald and really start your business.
I love it. Does anyone have any questions? That kind of wraps it up for us. I know it's a lot of information. Like we said, we'll post the recording. One thing I kind of want to just wrap this up with is just keep in mind, this business is a take action, learn as you go. Learn along the way. You're going to mess up. You're going to word vomit on people. You're going to write a post now and look back on it in years to come and be like, what was I saying? Or I didn't know what I was talking about. But doing those things now is just going to, one, help you get more comfortable, and two, allow you to grow. We don't grow unless we're, we're trying, and no one's going to get mad at you for it. That is my favorite part of this business. When I started this, I was teaching, where seemed like we got in trouble for everything. We couldn't teach what we wanted. We couldn't, you had to test scores. And I loved being able to have this part of my life that I was in control of and that I got to have fun with. So please have fun with this. Find what you enjoy and find your fun. And that's what's going to make you successful in this. Court, did you have anything else?
I recently listened to a Brendan Burchard podcast that he left it with, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start in order to be great someday. Yes. So like Lauren said, none of us were professionals when we first started. Just get out there and do your thing, girl.
Love it. All right, guys. Well, if no one has any questions, we'll let you go. Hope you guys have an awesome evening, and don't hesitate to reach out to your mentor if questions pop in your head later on, because they probably will. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.